Hello YouTube. Alright, in this video I'm going to be showing you a couple of techniques that I use to figure out how to see if what was the problem when your CBR doesn't start. This one specifically that I have is a 2005 CBR 1000 RR, and well, after changing the fairings it would not start. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it just wouldn't start. Alright, first things first, check the basics. Check the fuses. Alright, when you come here, you take your seat off, and you're going to find a fuse right in here. You take this little cover off, and you're going to find a fuse in there. And if that fuse is burnt or blown, replace it. Another fuse is right here. Crack that open. Check if it's blown, replace it. The obvious, check your batteries. As you can see, I have a pretty bad battery, but I'm gonna replace it pretty soon. But you know, it has enough juice to turn on my bike. So check if your battery works. Another thing is run the lines. This can be time consuming, but it's a pain in the ass if it's your last resort. But you can make it as your last resort. So check the lines. What I did was I took off all the original black tape, and it runs through under the tank, and it goes around here. And it's time consuming, like I said, but in the end you will find a short if there is any. If you think there is a short, another place to check is your fuse box. Your fuse box is right here, located right behind your left side front fairing. There, as you can see, all the fuses. I already checked all of them, so that wasn't the problem. And your balance sensor. Sees whether your bike is tipped over and stuff. It's a safety feature, and it will automatically shut off the bike or prevent the bike from turning on if it's tipped over. You will find that on this bike behind. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right under the speedometer. It's a little. It's connected to it, or let me see. Oh, I can see it, but the camera can't. A red wire, a white wire, and a green wire. It's located right behind there. I'm trying to focus it for you guys, but unfortunately it's not gonna work. But yeah, it's a black little box, and it says this side up. And be sure that it is not upside down. A lot of people, when they change their fairings, they put it on the new fairings and then they put it upside down. It has nothing to do with the fairings, but some people tear the headlight assembly completely apart and put it on upside down, and that will prevent the bike from turning on. Okay, moving on to another symptom that could keep your bike from turning on. If there is a possible short on the bike, this you won't be able to see this. It's going to be covered in black tape, but this will be burnt. Mine isn't burnt, it's just covered in grease. God damn, this camera's fucking bad. Alright, there we go. Nice and focused. Alright, yeah, the sides here should be burnt if there was a short. What you can do is unplug it, plug it back in, check if it starts. That worked on my last bike, and I ended up just replacing it, but it was temporary. Now here's the thing that another symptom. The cables inside your little controls, either in your starter. Half the time people complain that their starters are faulty. Water gets in them. The soldering inside them gets messed up. So check open this up and check if all the cables are good, as well as that one. The obvious, make sure it's on the on position. And lastly, not lastly, another thing, check if you have gas. Please check if you have gas, because you don't want to be that guy that checked his whole bike and in the end, you didn't have any gas and stuff. So, we're not idiots. Check if you have fuel and power. And the final thing that I did that got it started was, and it was a rough dot. I put a, if if you, every now and then you have to put bad fuel in there or something, like leftover fuel from a gas tank you have lying around, or if you bought a bike and you don't know what fuel was put in it. Um, what you can do, and it doesn't start, take these bolts off, this one and this one. And what that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to pivot the gas tank up and down. It's still going to be attached to that one right there. So it's going to allow you to pivot it like that. And when you do that, shake it a little bit. Shake it, and that'll clear out any clogs or anything that's blocking the hose. And right after I did that, the bike started normally. And I can show you right now. As you can see, I got it started. All I did was shake the tank. Obviously, the the filter inside the tank was probably clogged up from dirt or something, and it wasn't allowing gas to flow through evenly. And that's why you can hear a little bit of the sputtering. Obviously, it has bad gas, so we're gonna get that. Uh, you know, I recently bought this bike from a private party, and I could already tell it was mistreated. And he put either 87 dirty 87 fuel, when I only use 91 high octane, but people like to cheap out for those couple of cents. Those little cents you do go a long way, and take care of your investment. So I hope these tips work for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. And thanks for watching. Hope I helped.